Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Sorry. Hey everyone, and welcome to my YouTube once again. I put up a poll on Instagramo on the story asking what people wanted to see for my next YouTube video. A lot of the things that were said were to do with life, Q&As and vlogs, which I'm so happy about because I absolutely love doing vlogs. I am 1,000,000% doing more of those, and I have some really good ideas for those, but I'm gonna have to wait a little bit just for quarantine to kind of move over a little bit for those great ideas. But maybe I'll do some vlogs during this time as well, who knows. And yes, I also asked what questions people have for the Q&A, as that's what I decided to do first, as I thought it made sense. So these are the questions that you asked. I will be answering most of them. Cheers. Okay, so to begin, the first one is, where are you from? I'm from London. I was born in London. I went to school in London. I've practically lived here my whole life, and in terms of like nationality, I'm half English, half Serbian. Next one is, where do you live / have you lived? So like I just said, I have basically lived in London my whole life, apart from when I went to university. I went to Bristol for 4 years. I also did a semester abroad in Virginia in America, which was amazing. That was for 6 months. The next one is, how old are you? I think it's a bit rude to be asking, if I'm completely honest. Jokes, I actually don't care. I'm 24. I turned 24 in January. The next one is, how are you finding quarantine? Obviously, despite the obvious, there's a lot of negative things going on around the world right now. I've slowed down. I've been able to think. I've just thought about so much stuff, just about life and the things I want to accomplish, and just even things like being honest with myself about certain situations that may have happened, and like the kind of people that I want to surround myself with. I just want like full-on positive energy all the time. And yeah, I think it's been an amazing time to just rethink everything and kind of press the restart button. And yeah, it's been good. And if you are going through a tough time during this time, just take it as a time to really focus on yourself, like self-care. I know it said so much, but it's just so important. Like, you can be doing 101 things of the right things in terms of like work, but if you're not looking after yourself as well in the process, you're just going to be counterproductive with it, because if you're not feeling great, then everything else you're doing is just going to suffer as well. Do you have a boyfriend? No, I do not have a boyfriend. I am single. What advice would you give to your younger self? I actually think I did a story saying something like this like the other day. There's a lot of things I'd say to myself actually. I think my main thing, which keeps replaying to me in quarantine, especially even in my normal life now, not even when I'm younger, is to listen to my gut more. A lot of the times I will get feelings about things, and like a negative feeling, and then I'll ignore it just because I always want to see the best in people, which is a nice trait, I guess, but it's also got me in situations where I just probably don't want to be in, especially at like school and like university. There's a lot of like mixing and meeting new people, and time is precious, and I think I would tell myself to be more selective with the people I give my time to. And I don't mean that in like an arrogant sort of way. Life is short for all of us, and we should be spending every second with it with people who want us to do well and push us to be better people. It's sometimes good to just step back and accept things for what they are, and realize that if it doesn't turn out the way that you want it to turn out, then there's a reason for it, and something better will come your way. What's your morning routine like? I know a lot of people who are into like fitness and everything, they have these like really amazing morning routines. I'm gonna be completely honest with mine. My morning routine consists of me turning off 3 alarms to finally wake up. Because usually I go to bed super late. I am such a night owl. I try my hardest. Honestly, I try my hardest to go to bed early. I can't do it. It's like my body is like, it's not 12 o'clock yet, you have to go after. I'll start getting ready for bed around like 12, and then it ends up being like 2, and it's a really bad habit. I know, and I'm sorry. Then I will have my breakfast, mainly at the moment a smoothie bowl with granola. That is just like my go-to. I just love it. It's so fun. So not fun, it's just so yummy. Brush my teeth, have a shower, wash my face, cleanse it, whatever, put some SPF on, moisturizer. What's your favourite place you've travelled? Interesting. So there is so many places I want to travel still, but in terms of the places that I have been, I absolutely fell in love with Mykonos. It was just insane. I went with I went with actually just one of my girlfriends, and we just had the best time ever. It was just so much fun, and I just loved everything about it. It was just beautiful. We had the best day parties. It was hot. It was small, so you can kind of get everywhere. Next question. Did you go to university? Yes, I did. I went to university in Bristol. I went to University of the West of England, not University of Bristol, because they didn't do my course. But I started off university doing fashion design. I did a year of fashion design, and as much as I love fashion, I just didn't like the course. So I basically changed to interior design, which was definitely a better move in terms of university, and like just kind of the work itself was just very, it just made sense. So I actually ended up doing 4 years, which was actually perfect. I basically had 2 first years, which was amazing. What are your top tips for staying motivated? I'm assuming that means with fitness, but in terms of motivation, I think what keeps me motivated is remembering why I started. Why am I working out? Like, why am I doing this? And it all comes down to the fact that it makes me feel good and just so much better within myself. And for me, fitness is like a lifestyle choice. It's not just like a diet or a kind of phase that I'm going through. It's something that's really become a massive part of my life. And obviously there's going to be days where I'm not feeling motivated, and I think within those days it's really important to just be like, okay, I'm gonna have a day off, it's fine, you know, just kind of relax, do the kind of things that you would be doing otherwise. So if it's like self-care stuff, or go see a friend, or watch a movie or watch a series, like, it's not the end of the world, you know. And I think people put a lot of pressure on themselves to be motivated and do an intense workout every single day, when actually you don't really need, like, if you're doing a seriously intense workout every single day, you're just going to burn yourself out. Like, you do need breaks to kind of allow your body to rest and be more motivated and feeling more energized for your next workout. Another thing that keeps me motivated is being consistent with my diet. I find that if you start eating really unhealthy a lot of the time, then it kind of pushes away exercising as well, and you just kind of go down this endless spiral with that. So keep on top of your diet, and I'm not saying you have to eat super clean all the time. Like, of course you're allowed unhealthy things sometimes as well, but I'm just saying I find that keeping motivated is difficult if you're constantly consuming junk food the whole time. Kind of not putting pressure on yourself to be perfect every single day, but just always have that end goal in your mind, I find helps. Okay, would you ever go on any kind of diet? If so, which one? No is the answer to that. I would not go on any kind of diet as such. I think it's so important to find a balance within what you want in your life rather than going on a diet. A diet is a temporary thing to me. It's something that you do for a certain amount of time. You will or will not get the results that you want depending on what you're doing, and then you start eating back to the junk food and everything that you were having before. Like, it's just this constant yo-yo feeling. You're going to feel good at one point, then you're going to feel bad. Just learning about the properties in food. Like, I don't count calories or anything, but I feel like I roughly know what's in what food. Like, I'll look at something and be like, okay, that's my protein, and then look at something else, that's my carb, and then look at something else, that's my vegetables. How much of each do I want? And it's just like, it's not like I'm like sitting there calculating it. It's just like I have a general knowledge of it now that I just kind of do it without even thinking. So what is your favorite, most unhealthy food to eat? Anyone who's grown up with me will literally be able to answer this question in about 1 second. Pizza Express pizza is literally my weakness food. I love it. I always get like gluten-free pizza with mushroom and ham or pepperoni. is literally like, I'm obsessed. I don't know what, it's literally, I'm not even joking, when they've had like refurbs, I swear I've like paid for that refurb with the amount of pizza I bought from them. Muffins. I love cake. I absolutely love cake. Obviously all of this gluten-free. So I eat chocolate pretty much every single day. I guess that counts. Burgers with chips, that sort of thing. Do love a good burger. But then again, like, because I like these certain unhealthy foods, I will find healthier alternatives. Like, for example, I love a burger and chips, but I'll go to somewhere like Honest Burger, where it's probably a little bit healthier than, well, it is healthier than like a McDonald's or like those kind of places. So I guess what I have done is all the things that I've loved with like bad foods, I've kind of found an alternative, or sometimes I will just have that bad food, but I have kind of adapted it to my lifestyle, you know, which is quite a good thing to do, and I advise. Do you drink alcohol? Yes, yes, I was about to say, yes, of course I drink alcohol. Not of course, but yes, I do drink alcohol. I would never drink by myself. I'm a social drinker for sure. I just love going out with friends and having a drink or two or three. It's just a part of my life, and yeah, it probably does hinder my fitness a tad because it's not the best thing for you, but I do believe in balance, and for me, eating super healthy and kind of working out a lot of the time, I don't see a problem with me drinking. Okay, so for these questions, I am so sorry, I'm not going to answer them in this YouTube video, and I'll explain why. So the questions were, what's your fitness journey? What's your go-to snacks? And what's your daily diet like? Okay, the reason why I'm not answering those questions in this video is because I have been working on a ebook for the last year. Literally, it's been a year. I've had a few months out of that as I was focusing on other things, but I have essentially been writing it for a year, and it's basically an ebook describing my fitness journey, the struggles I've been through, the reason why I do the things I do now, my diet, exercise, mindset. It's all of these things put together, and the reason for me kind of doing it is because I firstly have had quite a lot of questions on things that I do, and also I have watched quite a few people go through similar struggles to me, and I have actually never talked to anyone about the struggles I've been through in terms of fitness. Not even my family, not my friends, no one. I went through it alone, and I kind of wanted to share my story, that if there is anyone going through the same sort of things, that it's okay to talk about it, and I hope that my story can help them in some sort of way. So all of those questions that I just mentioned, I do talk in depth about those things in the ebook, so I'm gonna have to not talk about them, I'm really sorry, but hopefully you'll learn a lot from the ebook. And if obviously I feel like this video is going to come out before the ebook, but when the ebook is out, I will put the link to the ebook in the description below so you can get it there. But yeah, these are all my questions that I'm going to go through today. I hope you enjoyed and found out a little bit more about me, and yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my beautiful drink, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe and also follow me on Instagram if you want to keep up with my fitness and lifestyle journey. I'll put the link to those things below. Bye!